This is, I think, the 6th lesson that I do on stress release, which means that we've been practicing a lot of different asanas, which we're going to string together today. So it also means that today's practice is going to be somewhat more intense than previous ones. Still an integrated flow in terms of the Himalayan tradition, but at the same time, we have kind of a stress release series of exercises that come from a different tradition, okay? And it's quite like a workout in the gym in the end of the day. So what I would like you to have is something higher to sit on, okay? So please have that at hand, because we're going to do a lot of asanas in a seated position. And it means that I want you to be safe and on a slightly higher platform. Also, get a cushion or maybe a blanket that is folded, okay? We're going to need it when we release the spine and do the twists. So for your knees. And having said that all, welcome everyone, and I'm very, very glad to see you all. And I'm really happy that even those of you who can finally get on the street in Spain are here in the morning. I hope that later you're gonna explore the streets again and have a good time.
Next, we are going to get into the position of Makarasana. So please lie onto your belly and then lift your upper body up ever so slightly so that the bottom of your rib cage or your floating ribs are in connection with the ground. From here, place your left forearm in front of you, and then on top, place your right forearm. Make sure that the position of your forearms actually helps holding the position up. When you feel you're comfortable, you can lower your forehead.
Onto your forearm. Then bend your knees, lift your feet up, bring your knees to the side of the yoga mat, and from here, just lower your feet, toes pointing out and the heels turning inward. And then lower your head onto your forearm. And with the next exhalation, just relax your body. Feel your body's connection with the ground. And relax with every exhalation. Just relax from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. Relax your shoulders. Relax the whole of your back, from the top of the spine all the way to the tailbone. With every exhalation, relax and let everything go. Let go all the muscle tension in your body. Let go all your thoughts, all the duties of the day, and just feel your breathing body on the ground. Feel how the navel area slightly presses against the ground as you breathe in and releases as you breathe out. expansion in the lower back as you breathe in, and a slight contraction as you breathe out. Feel into your sides and observe the expansion and contraction as you breathe in and out. Now observe the length of your breath. Feel the gradual deepening of your inhalations and exhalations as you relax. Enjoy the whole of your trunk inflating and deflating as if getting a lot of air and then releasing it as you breathe. And now with the next inhalation, lift your head up slightly, push your arms above your head, keep your arms bent, and then just place your head on one cheek, relax. Keep the rhythmic, diaphragmatic breath. With the next inhalation, bend your knees, lift your feet up, bring the knees close to each other, and then roll your feet onto the ground. Heels pointing out, toes pointing at each other. Relax. Now with the next inhalation, bring your arms alongside your body. Bend your elbows slightly, palms turning up, and place your head on the other cheek and relax. Now with the next inhalation, lift your left arm to your left ear and roll onto your back through your left side. Lie in Shavasana for a moment and relax. Now breathe in, bring your thighs to your chest and hug your knees. You can hug them with your hands if that's comfortable, or your forearms, Or you can hug them with the elbow creases and relax. Find a position that is comfortable for you today. And just make the back of your neck long on the floor. Bring your chin slightly closer to your throat. Feel the connection of your lower back with the ground. And relax. Release your shoulders. Now with the next inhalation, let your legs go. Place your feet on the ground then. Lift your left arm to your ear, roll onto your left side. For a moment, just lie here and connect with your breath again. And as you breathe in with the help of your right palm and left forearm, come to a seated position. And just sit on a higher platform so that you're comfortable for the next movement. We're going to start warming the body up. As I said, today we have quite the workout in terms of our yoga practice. So we'll make sure that we prepare all our body and all the joints and activate the glands. So we're going to start, as always, with the face massage. So just rub your palms together gently. And then with a soft cushion under your thumb, massage the forehead from center towards the temples. Now I'd like to invite you to close your eyes and really feel into the movement. Feel the gentle touch. The next movement is massaging the eyebrows. So follow the curve of the eyebrows from the inside towards the outside. Relax your shoulders. And let your breath flow. Now massage the lower rim of your eye socket with the help of your index finger, starting from the inside and moving towards the outside. Feel this gentle touch. You don't have to apply a lot of pressure, it's just gently feeling the area. Now we're going to use the thumb again in the soft cushion. The next movement is starting from the sides of the nose, coming down to your cheeks, and from there with a semicircle going back up to your temples. So you're just massaging your cheeks and your sinuses. They always like to say that this is the yogi's facial, basically. They don't need any cream and anti-aging whatnot. You just massage your face and all the wrinkles will go away. Not that you have any. The next movement is, again, from the center of your forehead, moving towards the temples, then down to your chin, and from there, leading with the thumbs and the two sides of the nose, coming back to the center. So it's the circular movement performed on the two sides of your face. you come back to your forehead, you change movement. And now you're going to place your hands under your chin and just push the skin off on both sides to your temples. Just gently push the skin up. Now, knock on your skull a couple of times, just again very gently to release any tension from your skull. Okay. Tap your lips. Tap on your cheeks. Massage your ears from the inside towards the outside. Try and flatten your ears. Make them bigger and longer. As we have basically acupressure points both in the lips and the ears for all organs, this is very helpful. Okay, so now we're going to continue with a gentle neck massage. Just place your hands on top of each other and then place your palm onto your neck. And now imagine that you are squeezing the sponge and squeezing all the water out from the sponge. And then you release and let all the water back in, sucked in, and continue. So just imagine the sponge and gently massage your neck. One more time, and then release. Now place your right hand on your left shoulder and make sure your thumb connects with the side of your neck, and just do the same. Just hold, squeeze, and then release. Massage your shoulder. And really feel how that sponge, is being squeezed. And then change sides. Feel the flow of your breath. And then release, just tap on your arms and hold your fingers a little, massage your hands a bit. Okay, very well. So now we're going to continue with the neck movements, and if you've been practicing with me, then you basically know them by heart. So just feel your base for a moment and make sure your spine is straight and you're growing towards the ceiling with the top of your head. Slightly open your chest and bring your chin to your neck. And then with the next exhalation, lower your chin to your chest. Exhale. And then inhale, lift your head up, your face towards the ceiling, but without basically breaking or having a break in the back of your neck. So make sure that the back of your neck is really long. And then as you exhale, continue. Lower your head. And then stretch your neck in the back of the neck. Continue. Feel the whole area. The last movement is lowering your head. And as you breathe in, you come back to the center. And you breathe out, turn to the right. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, move on to the left. Now here again, focus on the flow of your breath and try and move in sync with your inhalations and exhalations. If there are stops or breaks in your breath flow, then the movement will stop too, so try and make it as smooth as possible. And then, as you enjoy the last repetition on both sides, inhale, come back to the center, and with the next exhalation, lower your right ear to your right shoulder. Breathe in, come back to the center. And then lower your left ear to your left shoulder as you exhale. And continue. After the first two repetitions, you can make the movement slightly more intense by pulling the opposite shoulder a little bit down. This gives a better stretch to the side of your neck. Again, just stay within your limits, and when you feel discomfort or pain, just make it less intense. One last repetition on both sides. And when you stop in the middle, again grow towards the ceiling. Lower your shoulders. Feel your sitting bones on your base. And then with the next exhalation, push your head forward. And as you breathe in, bring it back, form a double chin. So your shoulders stay at one place and you only move your head and neck like a turtle. And then you come back and you form the double chin. And continue. Exhale and inhale. After the first two repetitions, you can try and make it more intense. Stick your neck out. And pull it further back in. The last movement is a double chin. Pull your neck in. And then stop the center. Now lower your hands by the side of your hips. Again, feel your base and grow towards the ceiling at the top of your head. Now breathe in. Bring your arm to your ear. Bring your left arm to your left ear. And then relax. Breathe in. Stretch both arms in opposite directions. And as you breathe out, bend to your right. Put your body weight onto your right palm and just feel the stretch in the side of the body from the left sitting bone all the way to the left fingertips. Be gentle. It's one of the first movements, so don't overdo it. If you feel that there's tension in your shoulder, then you can relax it slightly or come back to the center. With the next inhalation, pull your body back to the center. Exhale, relax your arm. And then inhale, stretch slightly. Exhale, relax completely. Breathe in, bring your right arm to your right ear. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in, stretch both arms in opposite directions. And as you breathe out, bend to your left. Place your body weight on your left arm. Now here you can adjust the palm. If you feel that you need to place it somewhat further, then you do that. And then feel the stretch all the way from your right sitting bone to your right fingertips. Now keep your head close to your arm, don't let it drop. And feel that as you breathe in, your side opens and it makes the movement very intense. It makes the opening even in your hip tangible. And then breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, relax your arms a little. Breathe in, stretch a bit, and then breathe out, relax completely. Now, as you breathe in, bring your shoulders to your ears. Breathe out, relax the shoulders. Continue. Breathe in and out. Lift and lower your shoulders. Make sure that the whole of your arms and hands, fingers and fingertips are relaxed and heavy. You're only moving the joints themselves, and of course, you can feel all the muscles, the ligaments that are involved in this movement. And now next time when you breathe in and bring the shoulders up, start gentle shoulder rotation. Just moving from the joint, keeping your arms relaxed. Now, one of the reasons why we're doing this is obviously to warm the body up. But then it's very important to learn to feel the different parts of our bodies, because you can control your body, even autonomic and parasympathetic nervous systems with your mind, but for that you need to know the different parts and really feel them. So by doing these isolated movements, now change direction, what we're doing is becoming more and more conscious of our bodies, which eventually will help the mind to control and help, for example, when there are stressful situations. Now relax. If you need to move your legs, maybe you feel that they are a bit numb, then do that, or just change the seated position, stretch your legs a little. Okay, you can even stay there as long as you're sitting higher up and your lower back is comfortable. Yeah. So now you can decide and just move. We're going to stay seated for a little longer. So as you breathe in, bring your arms to the shoulder level. Breathe out, relax your arms. Breathe in, stretch your arms from fingertips through your fingers, hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, all the way to the center of your chest. Feel the stretch. At the same time, relax the shoulders. You'll feel that they become heavy without letting the arms sink. And just give a good stretch. Breathe in, stretch from the fingertips. Feel how the stretch appears at the very center of your chest. And now, starting from the center of the chest, relax. Relax your heart center, shoulders, shoulder joints, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers and fingertips. Take a deep breath. And again, stretch from fingertips through fingers, hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulder joints, shoulders, all the way to the very center of your chest. With every inhalation, make the stretch more intense. Feel it. With every exhalation, hold the stretch. One more time. Inhale, stretch. And as you exhale, you relax.
the heart center, shoulders, shoulder joints, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers, and fingertips. And breathe out, lower your arms. Now just feel into your arms and feel the change, the new sensations. You might even feel some opening in the chest and the deepening of your breath. Now, place one elbow into your palm, form a loose fist with the hand, and then just do some elbow rotations. Now again, the elbow is something, is a body part we don't really pay attention to, unless it's painful. And then you realize you've got elbow, so now try and really feel into the joint as you're moving it. Let your breath flow. Change direction. Feel how even the shoulder blades get involved in this movement, which is very simple and yet very complex. And then as you stop the movement, change elbows, place the other elbow into your hand, form a loose fist and continue. Start elbow rotation in one direction and then just observe the sensations in your elbow joint. Change direction, and again feel how even this change in direction might involve other muscles or generate different feelings. Alright, as you stop the movement, bring your forearms parallel to the ground and form now a really tight fist. And just start slow wrist rotation. We've been doing this now for some time. The challenge is that you start doing it slowly and try and coordinate the movement so that the two fists are moving together. It is definitely not an easy task. You try and relax the rest of your arm. Only feel the wrists moving. If you're working with computers, then this is a really good exercise to loosen your wrists. Change direction. You might feel, for example, tension or discomfort at some part, and then just notice that. And notice that by doing the wrist rotation, it kind of diminishes or gets better. Actually, if you practice every day, it would disappear. Alright, now form as if you were using tiger claws. Okay, so slightly bent fingers and just continue. A couple of times, 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the other direction, and just feel whether it's any different from the sensations of the fist. Or similar, is it more comfortable? And when you've enjoyed the 3 repetitions on both sides, then just stretch your fingers but keep them close. And then do again, wrist rotation, and feel the difference. You can also see or try whether it's easier to coordinate the movements with the fingers stretched, or it's more difficult compared to when you had the fists. Alright. Again, when you've enjoyed the 3 repetitions on both sides, just stop the movement And as you breathe into your fingers, fingertips, and stretch. Give them a good stretch. Open your palm, open your fingers. And as you exhale, hold this stretch. Inhale, continue. Try and make it really wide open. Feel the stretch. Feel the force and the power in your fingers. And then as you exhale, relax your hands. Shake your hands and arms. And stretch your legs. Now we're going to start progressing into something else and stand up on the yoga mat. So when you feel that you can and your legs are not numb anymore, then come to your feet, and from there just stand up. Alright. Take a wider stand, maybe shoulder width apart. Okay, feet parallel. And as you breathe in, bring your arms above your head and place your palms together. Now lower your tailbone slightly and stretch your fingertips towards the ceiling. Open your chest slightly and pull your chin in. And from here, slightly bend forward. And then bring your body to your right side. And then come back to the center. And then move on to the left. It's a gentle forward bend. It doesn't have to be very deep. Always bearing in mind that you are lowering your tailbone so that the lower back is long. Now breathe in, come back to the center, and with the rest of your inhalation, stand up, stretch. And exhale, release. Now we're going to progress into the second part. Again, inhale, bring your arms above your head. Touch your palms, lower your tailbone. Keep your arms close to your ears. Slightly bring the chin towards your neck. Bend forward, and again, come to the right, and from here, turn the side towards the ceiling. Open your side. Come, bring the trunk again parallel with the ground. Come to the other side, and open your chest and back. So it's a little swinging movement. When you get to the point on the left or right where you can't go any further, then you just simply turn the side of the body towards the ceiling. And then you come back facing the floor and continue. Okay, repeat on the other side. Come back to the center. And then inhale, lift your body up. Give a good stretch to your body. Exhale, lower your arms. Now we're going to connect the two sides. Again, just lower your tailbone slightly, open your chest. Bring your chin in. Inhale, bring your arms above your head. Touch your palms. Then exhale, bend forward. Come to the right. Turn the side of the body towards the ceiling, and as you breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, come to the other side. Turn your face towards the floor, and continue, come to the other side. So we are kind of drawing a three-dimensional semicircle with our bodies in here. Always keeping the stretch, always keeping the back of your neck long. When you're moving from left to right, your face is towards the floor, so you're looking at the floor. But when you're going sideways, then you're looking out front. Okay. Next time you come back to the center, standing up, just change direction. So now you bend to your right, and then face down, come to the left side, turn your side towards the ceiling and continue. So just change direction. You might start to feel your arms
If you feel the back of your neck, it means that you're not relaxing it enough and the chin is not slightly brought to your throat. So make sure you do that. And you most definitely start to feel your waist and your lower back, and that's fine. Okay, one more time. And as you breathe in, come to the center, standing. Stretch towards the ceiling with the fingertips. And then exhale, lower your arms. Shake your arms a little. Well done, okay. And just for a moment, feel your body from the inside. And feel the warmth where we've been moving the body and the different muscles. And then as you breathe in, just place your palms at the back of your back, the lower back, slightly bend forward, and start a gentle hip rotation, imagining that you're moving around the pole, but only your hip is moving. So try and keep your head, shoulders relatively still, and of course your feet completely still. Now here you can find the stand that is comfortable for you. So for example, I'm standing now with the feet shoulder width apart. For me this is very comfortable. Change direction. So next time I would try bringing the feet closer. The closer the feet are, the more narrow the movement gets and the more difficult it is. So if you have really tight hips, then it's good to start with a wide stand. And then as you progress, you can just narrow it a little bit, or bit by bit, and see how different the feeling is. All right. Next time your hip is pointing it back, just stand up and lower your arms. Now, keep your wide stand, or even make it slightly wider. Bend your knees. And we're going to twist our torsos and let the arms fly. You know this one, it's called Kati Chakrasana, and it's very good because it loosens the spine. Turn the head wherever you're going, and if you can try and close your eyes. And slowly stop the movement. Come back to standing position, feet parallel and hip width apart. Okay? Now, feel your heel bones, so stand on your heels. Lower your tailbone slightly. And then open your chest. After all these movements, it's actually quite open by itself. Bring your chin to your neck. And as you breathe in, interlace your fingers behind your back. Exhale, relax. Now inhale. Pull your arms slightly down. Activate your legs. Keep the chest open and bend forward from the base of your spine. Focus on keeping the chest open at all times. And when you feel that you would be rounding your back, just stop at that point. Relax your thighs. Bring your chin slightly to your neck and relax. Just feel the stretch at the back of your leg. Relax your shoulder blades. And feel the flow of your breath. Now with the next inhalation, pressurize your big toe on the ground, and as you inhale, very slowly pull your body up. Exhale, release your hands
and stand in Tadasana. Find your balance. Connect to your breathing. Now we're going to progress. If you have shoulder problems, so your shoulder joints are achy or high blood pressure, and don't stay in this variation too long, or just do the previous variation that we've just completed. As you inhale again, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and slightly pull the arms down, relax as you exhale. Now inhale, pull the arms down, let your tailbone just be tucked slightly in, open your chest and pull your chin in. For the next exhalation, bend forward from the base of your spine. And do as before, so just come to that point where you can still keep your chest open without rounding your back. Pull your neck in. Now as you've reached your limit, bend your knees slightly and let your body sit on your thighs. Now relax your head completely. Relax your shoulders, and with the next inhalation, lift your arms away from your back and bring it towards your head. Relax. Just feel your deepening breath. If you observe tension anywhere in your body, just breathe into that area as if you were breathing through it. It will help you release the muscles. Now relax the area in between the shoulder blades. Relax your arms. Stand on your heels. And as you inhale, bring the arms back to your back. Lift your head up slightly. With the next inhalation, lift your arms to your ears, and from here, pull the body back up and then straighten your legs. Give a good stretch to your body with the fingertips. Lower your sitting bones, lower your tailbones, and then exhale, relax completely. Just observe the body from inside for a second. If you need to, open your eyes and find your balance. And then bring your body weight onto your left foot. And then just lift your right leg away from the floor and start gentle hip rotation, standing. If you feel that you need to hold on to something so that you've got your balance, then just find the wall, window, or a piece of furniture and do that. The important bit is here to actually be stable rather than stand on one foot and leg. Okay, you can keep the other hand just hanging by your hip, or you can put it on your waist, however it's more comfortable for you. Change direction. And as you do that, try and deepen the movement. Make it really deep, big circles drawn with your knees. Or sorry, just one minute. Alright, then stop the movement and change legs. So if you need to turn it around so that you can hold into the furniture, just do that, okay? Make sure you're comfortable. It's always more important in yoga to do the asana or the exercise using the right kind of directions and vectors or forces than trying to do that as you saw it in the book or imagine, doing it. So if you need to find your balance with the help of a piece of furniture, then you do that.
or if you need to do less to avoid injury or pain, then you follow your body. Change direction and try and make bigger circles this time. And stop the movement. Shake your legs slightly. This is actually quite intense. Okay, bring your legs and feet together. Make sure that the knees are supporting each other and place your hands above your knees. Now a couple of times just bend your knees and straighten your legs. If your knees are weak or you have knee problems, then keep to just bending and straightening the leg ever so slightly so that the angle you're forming is always more acute. But if you have no knee problems, then you can go further down, make it more intense. You can even come all the way down to a squat. Again, just do whatever your body can take. Make sure you're safe. All right. One more good time. And then stop, bend the knees slightly, and now draw small circles with your knee joint. Now I'm sure that I've mentioned that the knees normally wouldn't do kind of circular movement. It's not that kind of joint. But if you draw these small circles, these are very therapeutic actually. But keep them small. Change direction. And of course, when we draw these circles, you have to make sure that the knees are touching each other and supporting each other. Otherwise, the movement can cause injury. All right. Stop the movement, straighten your legs, stand up. And we're just going to quickly massage our toes and the ankles just by massaging the toes on the floor, making a circular movement. The other way around too. Okay. And then stand on your other foot and do the same. All right. And now we're ready to start. So this is the part which is the very intensive stress release series actually. So what I'd like to say before we started that if you ever feel that you need to stop before I actually tell you guys to stop, then please do that. If you feel that you're dizzy, always come back to Tadasana and just relax there. Whenever you can continue, then you do that. So just make sure again that you are conscious of your breath and you keep within your limits. Okay. And without further ado, just take a wider stand. Make sure your feet are parallel. Again, tuck your tailbone slightly in. Open your chest. But again, I think it already happens automatically. Bring your chin closer to your chest. Now, lift your arms up, but relax your hands and fingers. And from here, with a very deep exhalation, we're going to bend forward and stick our arms through the legs. Okay? So just like this. And then come back up. forward from the base of your spine, bringing the hands in between the legs and feet, and then coming back up without straightening the legs. Again, with a heavy exhalation. When you come up, always open the chest, lower the tailbone. Keep the knees bent, legs bent, and go on, if you can. One more time. And come back to your starting position. Breathe in, stretch your legs, straighten your arms, give a good stretch to the whole of the body. Breathe out, relax your arms. Alright, just let your heartbeat calm down and let your breath calm down. Now, open your eyes. And come to a seated position, and now I would like you to really sit higher up. It doesn't have to be very high, but you have to make sure that as you are sitting, that basically your sacrum is perpendicular to the ground, okay? If you do that, then you're not going to have any lower back pain. Also, you might want to have a blanket at hand, because we're going to be bending forward quite a bit with our legs straight. So if you ever feel that the back of your knee hurts, make sure you place something underneath, okay? So that it's safer. And this way you can't overdo the stretch. Right, so sitting Dandasana with your legs straight. Toes pointing up so your feet are active. Now just feel the alignment of your spine as your chest opens and your chin drops towards the neck. Okay. Our first stretch release asana in seated position is going to be pulling the rope. If you've been here, you know that this is an asana that actually works with the yoga principle of hatha. So we're going to use some muscles, but relax the other side completely. So it gives you this balance of what they also in other traditions call yin and yang, and here we just go with hatha, so the sun energies and the moon energies. So keep your toes always pointing up, feet active, and then as you breathe in, you stretch your arm above your head, your right arm, then hold onto your thumb, and imagine that you are pulling down a rope with all your might, using all the muscles as you can on your right side, and keep the whole of your left side completely relaxed. Now when you pull your rope down and you breathe in, hold onto the rope, release on the right side, and then pull it down on the left side, breathing out. Continue. Breathe in, grab the rope, relax the other side, and pull it down. So this can be quite unnerving if you're doing it for the first time, because it's extremely difficult to coordinate our two sides and tense on one side and relax completely on the other. So don't worry, just do the best you can today, but keep your focus on this work. Release and tense at the same time. One more time. On both sides. Relax your forehead. And then relax both arms. Bring your palms behind your back. Relax your legs. Just relax completely. Alright. Very well. Now, again, activate your feet and find Dandasana. So feel your sitting bones on your base, on your slightly elevated base, and stretch towards the ceiling with the top of your head. Alright, now we're going to do some rolling. So now as you breathe in,
You lift your arms up, you grab onto your oars, which means that you lock your thumb under the other 4 fingers, and as you breathe out, exhaling heavily, so loudly, you come forward, always keeping the opening of the chest and then back of the neck long, and then you pull your oars in. Inhale, come up, exhale, come back, and continue. Okay, so you can make it a dynamic movement, following your breath. Keep the opening of the chest. Make sure that you try not round your back. Obviously, some rounding will happen, that's only natural. As you get warmed up, you can make it faster. And then pull your oars in and stop. Relax. Relax your legs. Relax your arms. Just sit in Dandasana for a second. Feel how your heartbeat got faster. But also feel how your breath can actually get deeper. If you let it down and feel your belly with the inhalation. Okay, now we're going to continue. We're going to go in the opposite direction. So activate your feet and just make your forearms parallel with the ground, palms turning up. And now, leading the movement with your little finger. The only reason why we do this is because this will keep your back in the right position. So leading the movement with your little finger, keeping the chest open and the back of the neck long. You're going to exhale. Then inhale, come up, hold onto your oars and bring them down. And continue. Lead the movement as you're bending forward with the center of your chest and the top of your head. And then after the last movement, just stop in your inhalation with your arms stretched. And exhale, relax. Bring your hands behind your back. Let your feet roll out. You can also shake your legs. And just relax for a moment. Okay. We're going to continue in a second. And still in the same position. So, activate your feet and sit up again in your Dandasana. Now, lift your arms up and make your arms parallel with the ground. Interlace your fingers. We're going to do churning. So for this, again, it's very important. You're sitting high up so that your lower back is safe. But also you will have to activate slightly the navel area, okay? To keep the movement. Make the back of your neck long, okay? And now we're going to first come forward slightly, just so much that you're not rounding your back. And then start the churning movement to your left. And then go to right and forward. Keeping the chest always open. So even when you're coming back, you're bringing the shoulders in instead of rounding the upper back. Now flow with your breath and keep your arms parallel with the ground. You can just use your loud exhalations to make it deeper and more intense. And just go as fast as you can, as long as you're feeling safe and nothing hurts. Feet active. And you keep your sitting bones contact with the ground as well. So don't lift them up. Alright, as you come back, change direction. Churning,
And now going the other direction. Always moving from the base of your spine. Your heels will help you balance. All right, and then just stop the movement. Bring your hands close to your hips. Relax your arms and hands. Relax your feet. If you had support under your knees, then take them out. And just pull your legs in. Hug your knees. Slightly straighten your back. Roll towards the ceiling with the top of your head. And then lower your forehead onto your knees. Relax. Now relax your shoulders completely. Feel that they become heavy. Feel that the space, the element of space appears in between your shoulder blades. Relax your lower back. As you breathe in, lift your head up. Slightly separate your feet, maybe they are a bit wider than shoulder width. And toes can point out, okay? Now, come to your feet. If you can't stand on your feet because your Achilles is shorter, which has only to do with genetics, then put something under your heels, okay? Make sure that you're safe. So if you can't put your sole flat on the ground, then just put some support under your heels and do the following asana like that. This is called Malasana. We're going to really stretch our back. Now, the starting position is that you place your elbows against the inside of your knees. And you create a slight pressure. So you press the knees slightly to the inside and then the elbows outside. Okay. Very well. Place the palms together and just let your sitting bones sink towards the ground. Make the back of your neck long by bringing the chin slightly towards your neck. And now, as you exhale, as if you were diving into water, just stretch the arms out front. Bring your head in between the arms. And come to your heels and lower your sitting bones towards the ground while stretching away from the sitting bones with the fingertips. Now, if we took a photo of your back, it would look like a mala, like a string of beads. You can relax your neck here. It will make the movement intense, more intense. And then with the next inhalation, bring your elbows in between your knees. Again, pressurize the knees against the elbows just ever so slightly. It will help the opening of your hips and your chest. Relax your shoulder blades. I know it's difficult, but you will feel that it helps the movement. And then again, with the next inhalation, dive forward, come to your heels so you can feel your heel bones. Lower your sitting bones towards the ground and give a good stretch to the whole of your back. Breathe in, starting position. Now relax the lower back. Try and consciously release those muscles. In my experience, it doesn't happen for a long time. But then after a while, if you practice, just imagining naturally it happens, and it's an amazing feeling. You don't need a masseuse anymore. All right, and one more time. Just dive forward, exhale, stretch. Separate those vertebrae and just enjoy the space in your back. Take a deep breath and really feel how it kind of fills in the space. And then inhale, come back to the starting position. And now, without moving much, just place your hands under your feet, palms facing up. So basically you're standing on your fingers. Okay? Again, if you need to, put that support under your heel. And from here, all we're going to do is, as we exhale, lift the hip up, straighten the leg. You don't have to straighten it completely, just as much as you can. And then inhale, come back to the starting position. Exhale, stretch your leg. Inhale, come down and continue. Follow your breath rhythm. You can make it faster, you can make it slower. However, feels good at this very moment, today, this moment. Just continue. One more good time. And now, come back to your starting position. And bear with me, there's one more asana we're going to do here. And it's a tricky one. And then after that, we're going to relax the hips a little. So place your hands on your knees. And all you need to do is, now we're going to have like an opposite push. So we're going to push your the left knee with the left hand and ever so slightly the right knee with the right hand. So first we push the left knee to the ground with the left hand and push the right knee against the chest. So we push it towards the left, okay? And then open. So the point is to try and give a good massage to your tummy by opening and closing your knees going the opposite direction. So try and feel the connection of your thighs with your belly. Obviously the knee that is moving to the ground will be less connected, but it will still massage the lower abdominal muscles. But then the other that is moving just a little in front of the tummy is going to massage the internal organs quite nicely. Now this is a stress release asana called Uddara-Karshanasana. At the same time, it's very good for your digestion and your digestive fire. Okay. One more time on both sides. Good. And stop. Sit on the floor. And just cross your legs. Now you don't have to sit on anything. Just sit on the floor and have kind of a comfortable cross-legged position. Place your hands on your knees and just do some sitting cat pose. As you breathe in, you're going to open your chest. And as you breathe out, you're going to round the lower back and the upper back. Keeping the connection with the ground at all times when you're sitting bones. And just continue. Gentle massage. Okay. Good. Stop the center. Now, place your soles against each other. Form a little cup with your hands and put your hands under your feet and just simply straighten your back and let your knees sink. You don't have to move them. We move and massage and use the hip joints so much. Now just let them open and sink towards the ground. So with this, we conclude the stress release series that is specifically for stress release.
of this asana practice, but we're going to carry on with the integrated session and obviously continuing with different asanas addressing stress. Alright. Now bring the knees together, hug your knees, and really give a good rounding to your back. Place your forehead onto your knees. Relax. Alright. Breathe in, lift your head up. And just flow onto your belly. Come to your belly. Lie on the floor. Let your ears turn out. Place your head on one cheek. Bring your arms alongside your body. Elbows bent. And just relax completely. And as you exhale, feel the contact of your body with the ground. Exhale and just relax all the muscles. Feel the stillness in your body. And now with the next inhalation, bring your forehead onto the ground. Exhale, relax. Inhale, straighten and stretch your legs. Keep them hip width apart and pressurize your pubic bone on the floor. Exhale and hold. Inhale, bring your arms, stretch them out front. Exhale, hold the position. Now inhale, lift your head up slightly. Bring your elbows slightly closer to your body and pressurize your palms on the ground. Press the pubic bone into the ground and stretch your legs away from the center of the body. Now from here, straighten slightly your arms and look at the back. Look to your your left heel first. And then as you exhale, come back to the center. Keep the pressure of the pubic bone on the floor. Inhale, straighten your arms and now look back. Now you're looking at your right heel. Exhale, come back to center, always keeping the pressure of the pubic bone. Inhale, look left. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, to the right. Exhale, back to center. So these are small movements. You want to see your heel on both sides. With the help of your arms, you can do that. But always keeping the pubic bone pressed into the ground. And then you come back to center as you exhale. Very good. You'll feel your back muscles. I'm sure you feel your buttocks as well. Your glutes working. Very well. Now, as you exhale, just open your elbows, place your head on the ground, place it on the other cheek. And then with the next exhalation, relax your legs from toes to the tailbones. Let your heels turn out and just feel the relaxation. Breathe in, bring the arms alongside the body and relax completely. Feel the weight of your body on the ground. Now breathe in, lift your head up, bring your hands next to your chest. Put your toes on the ground, slightly lift your hips, place your knees on the ground and push yourself back into Balasana. Place your feet flat on the floor, place your forehead on the floor, bring your arms alongside the body and just rest in Balasana, rest completely. We work really intensely with the back and especially the lower back.
So now we give it some rest before we move on to something else. Relax your shoulders. If it feels better, of course, you can keep your arms around your head, elbows on the floor and arms slightly bent. So you can try whichever feels better. Relax your shoulders some more. Really let them sink towards the ground. With every exhalation, try and give this order to your shoulders mentally. And you'll feel how much more they can relax. Now, with your next inhalation, just bring your arms above your head, palms on the floor. Give a good stretch to your body. Pressurize the palms into the floor. Lift your head up. Your forehead parallel with the ground. Push your body back. Feel the stretch. And then inhale, come to your hands and knees. Knees are hip width apart and the shins are hip width apart. Feet flat on the floor. Bring your wrists under your shoulder joints. And then pressurize your palms, shins, knees, feet on the ground. And with the next exhalation, round your back like a cat. Inhale. Drop your chest in between your arms and give a good stretch to your neck, your head. Exhale, continue. Round from lower back to top. Inhale, come back to the center. And continue. One more time. Your last movement is opening the chest. And then relax. And then just simply lie on your back, flow into Shavasana. We're going to do some spinal twists. So you might want to have your rolled up little blankets or a cushion so that you can place your knees on it. Once you have that prepared, just lie in Shavasana and relax for a second. I'm sure now you can really feel that there's no desire in the body to move. Now, with the next inhalation, just keep your feet parallel, feet active. So legs ever so slightly apart. Exhale, hold this position and relax. Inhale, bring your arms to shoulder level, palms facing down. Exhale, relax. Now, inhale, pull your left leg up and close to your buttocks. And then as you exhale, just bring your left knee towards the ground. Twist your body. But try and keep both shoulder blades on the ground. Now, if you're moving the shoulder blade on the opposite side, again, away from the ground, and place something under your thigh or heel so that you can give a good twist and stretch to the body. And then turn the head the opposite direction. So your left knee is lowered towards the right side. And your head is turning to your right. Try and relax the leg muscles. But keep both shoulder blades on the floor.
Now inhale, come back to the center with both head and leg. Straighten your leg. Exhale, hold the position. Check your body whether it's still one straight line. Make sure that you're not twisted to the left or right. That would actually do more damage to your back. So make sure your body's one straight line, and then activate your feet, palms on the ground. Breathe in, bring your right foot close to the buttocks. And then exhale, start twisting, lowering the right knee towards the left hand and look towards the right knee head. Again, if you are lifting the shoulder blade on the opposite side away from the floor, then just place something under your knee. Make sure that both shoulder blades are on the floor. And relax. Inhale, come back to the center. Adjust your position. Then inhale, bring both thighs to your chest. And now keeping the thighs close to your chest, exhale and bring both knees to the right. Turn your head to the left. Again, if you're lifting your shoulder blades away, then please put something under your knees. And try and relax completely. Breathe in, bring your feet back to the center, head back to the center, and as you exhale, continue to the other side, keeping the knees close to your chest. Lower them onto the other side and turn your head in the opposite direction. Keep both shoulder blades on the floor, and then relax the position completely. Now inhale, bring the legs on your head back to the center. Lower your feet onto the ground. Slightly separate your heels, turn them out and let your knees touch each other. Turn the palms up and relax. Now straighten your legs and just lie in Shavasana. Hands are under the line of the heart. Elbows slightly bent. Arms slightly away from the body. Toes pointing out, legs open. And relax your forehead. Relax your throat. Relax your shoulders. Relax your heart center. Feel that all the muscles around the heart center and the heart itself just relaxes and releases. Relax your hips. And enjoy the silence and stillness in your body. And breathe as if you were breathing with the whole body. Every inhalation energizes you. Every exhalation cleanses the body. with the next inhalation, bring your left arm to your left ear and slowly roll onto your left side. And then gently, with the help of your right palm, left palm, just sit up for a moment. So this is the end of the asana series. But if you have some more time, then we're going to do a 20-minute long relaxation. For that relaxation, please do get something to cover your body with and a nice pillow under your head so that you are more comfortable. If you don't have more time, well, I thank you for practicing with me. And hopefully I'll see you next week as well. However, if you have the time, I'm sure you're going to enjoy the relaxation. So again, just lie in Shavasana. Place something under your head. Make the back of your neck long. Feel your shoulder blades on the ground. Separate your arms a little from the body. Palms turning up. Adjust your hips on the floor and the lower back so that it's comfortable and there's no tension in them. Open your legs, let the toes point out. Make your Shavasana comfortable. And now, with the next exhalation, let your body become still. And now, with each exhalation, observe the body from top to toe and just relax your muscles and release any tension that is still tangible. Now feel the flow of your breath. Feel how deep, free, and smooth it is. It's free flowing without stops, without jerks in the breath. Now relax your forehead. Relax your cheeks. Relax the hinges of your jaw. Relax your throat and the pit of your throat until a feeling of space appears here. Relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulder joints. Relax your upper arms. Relax your elbows. Relax your forearms. Wrists. hands and fingers up to the fingertips. Feel that the fingertips are released. Feel into your fingers and release them as if they can float away. Feel into your hands. Release your hands. Feel into your wrists and release your wrists. Feel into your forearms and release your forearms. Feel into your elbows and release them. Feel into your upper arms and release your upper arms. Feel into your shoulders, shoulder joints, and release them completely. Relax your chest. Relax all the muscles in your ribcage. Relax your heart center. Now breathe as if you were breathing through the heart center. Feel every inhalation and exhalation through this point. Now let this observation go and relax your abdominal muscle. Relax all the internal organs. Feel how they sink towards your spine. Relax your hips and relax all the muscles of the pelvic floor. Relax your buttocks. into your thighs and release all the thigh muscles. Relax your knees. Relax the back of your knees. Relax all the muscles around your shins and your calf muscles. Relax your ankles. Relax your feet, your toes, and the tip of the toes. Now feel into the tip of the toes and the feet, and release them completely. Feel into all the muscles in your lower leg and release them completely. Feel into your knees and release your knees. Feel into your thighs and release all thigh muscles. Release your buttocks, the gluteal muscles. Release all muscles of the pelvic floor. Now relax your lower back muscles. Relax all the muscles from the base of the spine all the way up to your neck. Feel how these muscles release as you move vertebra by vertebra along the spine from bottom to top. Relax all the muscles holding your shoulder blade. Feel back and release the muscles of the upper back. Relax the muscles in the back of your neck. And relax your skull. Feel your calm, relaxed body. From the inside. And breathe as if you were breathing from the tip of your toes as you inhale all the way to the top of your head. Exhale from the top of your head all the way to the tip of your toes. And just follow this movement. Feel the gentle waves of breath in your body. Feel the gentle and loving attention of your mind from the tip of your toes to the top and back. Feel the subtle sensations of the prana flow along with your breath. Feel how the sensation of joy appears in the body, soul and mind as you observe the flow. Now let this go. And again, feel the space your body occupies. Feel your skin, the air on your skin. Feel the solidity of your body. Now feel into your hands and feet and slowly move your hands and feet. Move your arms and legs. Take a deep breath. If it feels good, give a good stretch to your body. Turn your head from side to side. Move your hips. And when you feel that you're ready, with an inhalation, bring your left arm to your left ear. Roll onto your left side. Connect to your breath. Now bring in your awareness to your joyful, calming, peaceful presence. a resolution that you're going to try and keep this all through the day. And then slowly, with the help of your right palm and left forearm, come for a moment to a seated position. Now bring your hands in front of your eyes and just feel the warmth of your palms. Slowly open your eyes into this darkness. Let some light through your fingers. And now, as you take your hands away from your face, just watch your awareness turn outward. Slowly becoming ever so conscious of the outer world. Place your palms together in front of your heart and offer today's practice to those who are in need or in suffering. Thank the Masters of the Himalaya for bringing this lesson to you. And I thank you for being here and practicing me. Thank you for your joyful presence. I hope you've enjoyed today's practice, and I hope you'll have a wonderful weekend. And as always, we're going to continue next Saturday, and please do come. The classes are free, and feel free to share with anyone and everyone. That would actually mean a lot for me. And like Fire and Light Yoga on Instagram or on Facebook, because I'm really trying to kind of make this work and get people to practice some more yoga, because actually it's fabulous. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to kind of turn the computer and the microphone back